All right, come in. Come in. Let me see how this Wi-Fi is looking. Let me know if you all can hear me well, if you can see me well. And let's get everything set up. Hello, Brandon from, is it South Carolina? North Carolina, one of the Carolinas, right? Hello, Brandon, for tuning in. Let me know how the sound, give me a sound check in A. North Carolina, right? North Carolina. Yes, yes, yes. It's in the stock market, right? In the stock market, but I did make a video. I did do a live stream in February, telling people to expect a 40% stock market crash come April 1st. And you can see that happening already. So as people are coming in, let me get set up on other platforms as well. And I always love my digital music, right? Or digital gold music concerning Bitcoin. So I see you all are coming in. We have 25 people watching, only 6 thumbs up. So hit that thumbs up for me, you all. Just some breaking news about what's going on with the economy, right? Um, will this be the Great Depression 2.0? Will the stock market crash under Joe Biden's presidency? Right. You know that Jerome Powell spoke today, and we got some stock market crash coming in as a result. So let's get this party started, right? If you are new to my channel, I am known as, hello, everyone coming in the financial words, the queen of credit, and AKA, also known now as the queen of crypto, just because I speak about cryptocurrency more than credit, right? So we got 51 people in. Let me do analysis. I see 20 thumbs up. So that's a little better. Everyone come in, get a thumbs up. And just for about 2 minutes, right? Hello, Patrick. Hello, how are you? I'm going to go ahead and give a thumbs up, right? Brandon says, sounds good. We have Robert from California in. Hello, Robert. Uh, Deborah from Florida, right? Sound is good. Thank you so much. The Sunshine State is in. We got 51 people in. The Bronx. Hello, hello, hello. From the Bronx. Now, listen, you all, we have to make this deal, right? We have to make some negotiation that when I'm ready to travel, all of you all from all the states, you're going to have something, apartment, Airbnb, somewhere to put the queen up. I want to come to your city and our state. Hello, Tyrone, my business partner in the home-based business. If you need extra income, right? Because Joe Biden, President Biden, just blocked 16 million Americans from receiving that stimulus. And you do understand, right, that there will be increased pricings in your gas, your groceries, and utilities, right? You have to grow your money, right? Stock market is crashing. What are your options? I have solutions. I'm not just the person that's going to come on and tell you about the problems. I have solutions for you, right? To increase your income. You just have to take action. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening to you. Heir to the throne, heir to the throne. Hello to you. We got Lee Brown, aka Les Brown, in the credit and cash flow room as we have 60 people logging in. So you all hit that thumbs up, right? Already super chats coming in. Hello, Mika Thompson. I have a lot of great information for you all. So thank you, Mika Thompson. Thank you, my queen. I always appreciate the support of the information, the knowledge, and the time. Because be honest, I was really fatigued. I didn't want to go live, but when I saw the articles, I was like, let's go live, right? Someone on Periscope said you voted for him. As I tell people all the time, right? Left wing, right wing, same bird, right? Um, President Trump did his part. Now Joe Biden is doing his part. and they're all in the same game, right? You clip off one wing and a bird cannot fly. It was all the setup for this. So all of them played a part. All of them play a part. Trump came in and set his part up. He built up this economy, and Joe Biden, or he built up this stock market, or what it appeared to be, right? And the king of bankruptcy. What a lot of people don't know is that more than 20% of U.S. of new dollars was printed under the Trump administration. They're all listen. Money doesn't fight money. Power does not fight power. They are all coming in to do their assigned duties, right? They're all coming in. That's why I tell you all to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, right? Solo says, I just made my first purchase of ADA. Congratulations. Congratulations. So happy for you. Definitely a great purchase. The Bronx will welcome you. Thank you so much. Dee says she's listening. You all are listening. Thanks for my Facebook people are coming in. Deborah Howard. Speaking of Facebook, I need to look on Facebook. Usually on my Facebook page, I cannot see the comments on my Facebook personal page, but I can on my business page. So let me see if I'm seeing the comments on my Facebook personal page, right? It doesn't matter who you would have voted for, right? The results would have been the same, that we will still experience the Great Depression 2.0 because it's all a part of the plan, right? It's all a part of the plan. So let's get into this. Hello, Patrice Prayer. And again, Deborah Howard. Thank you, Queen, for coming in with the $10 super chat as well. You all just look over my strap. Doesn't matter what you all think. The presidents are going to do their job. No president has ever made anybody prosperous, right? None of them. None of the presidents have made, I know some people are probably saying that, well, I invested in stocks and, Trump brought the stock market up. Well, it was all a part of the plan, right? It was your action. It was your action that did that. It was your action that did that. It was not per se a president. Trump put this country so much in debt that it was inevitable. It was going to happen, right? It was going to happen. Again, they are all on the same page, right? Left wing, right wing, same bird. However, I can say that I am tired of people and the minorities, right? Minorities who always think that these presidents are going to be their saviors. I am tired of that type of thinking instead of them having a plan to save themselves. Right. I am definitely tired of that type of thinking from the minority community that any president, red or blue, right, is going to save them. No, you have to save you. Right. And it starts with getting a financial education. So the rich get richer while the poor get poorer. Well, hey, listen, you have to get a financial education. And I'm not talking about Dave Ramsey's financial education. Right. Instead of watching hours of television, instead of watching, going out to clubs, partying. I know you all don't want to hear this. I got 61 people in. Let's see how many of you all stay in. When are you all going to hold yourself accountable instead of buying steaks, seafood, bigger screen televisions? Spending money on your recreational activities. And this will not be a great thing for people with 401ks and pensions as well, right? Concerning this economy. Yes, it's all a game. It's all a game. So hello, everyone coming in. If you are new to the channel, right? If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that like button. Our presidents work exactly. Thank you. Someone have it. Our presidents work for the global elite. You're not going to get that office if you're not going to be a part of the plan. You're not going to get elected in if you're not going to carry out the plan. Easy, who is a big Democrat supporter, think Easy is coming in. Let's see what he has to say, because he was definitely against Trump. Another moderate Democrat said they would block stimulus if it didn't target people making less than 80,000. So Joe Biden negotiated, was going to pass by Democrat. But you're a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm up for my bank account. So Easy, you was very verbal when Trump was in office about get them out, get them out. We need Democrats in. Now you're making an excuse for Democrats. Exactly. Steven says, stop depending on the government, invest in yourself. They don't want us to get rich off crypto. What do you mean by that? A lot of people on YouTube was listening to people, right, with channels telling them crypto is a scam. Bitcoin is going to dump. Don't invest in it. It's going to take all your money, not understanding that this is not a quote unquote just an investment opportunity. This will be the new digital dollar. People, we are moving to a new economy. We are moving to a new economy. By January, February of 2022, it's going to be digital currency. It's going to be digital currency. This is not an investment. This is getting in at the groundbreaking stages, right? I just saw an article today. Let me see if I can pull that article up. That Bitcoin, they're expecting Bitcoin to reach $1 million, right? So let's get into it. Let's get into these articles, and I like to share this with you. Right when you all were getting those stimulus, I was religiously coming live. Bitcoin has taken a dip. I still expect it to get to 50K by tomorrow. Let's see. It's at 46,000. Right. It did reach up to 51,000 this week. But by the weekend, by tomorrow, I still think it's going to go over that 50,000 mark. Right. And so let's get into it. I think I've read enough comments. And says, thank you, Gwen. I'm saying Gwen. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this, and I saw Gwen. Thank you, Queen. I remain independent. Yes, we have to save ourselves, right? If Bitcoin going to crash, if the economy, no, Bitcoin is going to be the new world reserve currency, right? Exactly, Jane. Cryptos are not going to disappear. Queen Gwen, I'm going to have to put a special prayer for you tonight. Thank you so much. And I pray that all of your investing and all the investment advice, that your finances, your financial situation has increased 1,000 times more, and that you get favor on your life, financial favor on your life, for unexpected bills to be discharged, right? I don't care who around you, utility bills may rise in Texas. I pray your utility bills be lower, right? Lower or least than expected, and that none of your finances be affected, or you, as we're entering into the Great Depression 2.0, right? I pray that you be on the prosperity side and not the poverty side. And you will. You really will. Right? You really will, Gwen. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much for always sewing and supporting the channel. Oh my God. It's 300 people in. And these comments are coming in. Trump messed up a lot of things, but Biden is yes, he is. He is. He is. That is so true. The final nail. Let's get this money out. Let's get this stimulus out, because guess what? we're going to a cashless society anyway. So all of these distractions, right? All of these distractions, all of the media distracting people, right? Mississippi, Texas, say take your mask off. People get all upset about a mask. I believe, you know that I believe in breathing in God's oxygen and not breathing in my own carbon dioxide. I believe that carbon dioxide is equivalent or equal to carbon monoxide poisoning, especially if you're not healthy, right? And I believe it's just a sign of suffocation. God put in an exchange of this earth so we can have healthy and healing bodies for a reason. So you might be saying, but Queen, we are protecting ourselves, right? A mask does not protect you against 5G radiation. Well, Queen, what is 5G radiation? 5G radiation is the 5G towers that you see that's implemented across the United States that was first implemented in China in order to be able to do mobile banking, digital currency from your phones. People had to be a stronger Wi-Fi. So I see my numbers are dropping. So you all make sure that you hit that like button because when I speak truth, the numbers kind of drop. And I got my king of crypto in. Brandon, I don't mean I always put you in the spot, right? But I always appreciate you on my channel, right? And if you want to come in and send me a message on Facebook, if it's anything that you want to share, we have 200 people live about cryptocurrency today. Just send me a message on Facebook and I'm going to send you a link. You are always welcome to come in on my channel. He is my mentor. I've made him my mentor. He is the mastermind and he's the king of crypto. So I know he's always busy, but whenever he comes in and just say hello, I give him the red light. You can come in, speak 5 or 10 minutes just to educate my audience, right? Because I know they would love to hear from you, right? So just let me know, Brandon, if you got time, you can send a message. You can say whatever maybe was on your mind, on your heart. And if not, I appreciate you tuning in to the live stream, right? Yes, he is awesome. He said Mr. Brown is awesome. And besides, you don't believe it or not, I actually get tired of talking all the time on my live stream. I love to have guests. I love it, especially guests of expertise. So it's like, 260 people in. And boy, these comments are just coming in, coming in. Masks are not capable of stopping transmission of virus. Exactly. Yes, yes. But I love YouTube. I love YouTube. You know why? Because if I talk about this on Facebook, I have to block people. For some reason, Facebook is not woke. I don't know what. Maybe because I created that channel with so many friends and family, right? I don't know what it is. You all, it's a breath of fresh air to get on YouTube and talk about this. Because that's where the woke people are. Right? That's what the woke people are. So let's get in. And Mr. Brown again. If you got time, let me know. Someone said, I'm glad you're watching me on 5G, but I have my I don't have it on now. My tourmaline that I wear. I have my anti-radiation neutralizers, eliminate 99% of radiation from electronics. So you can't hide from it. It's here, right? But you can definitely protect yourself, right? I put these on the back of my cellular phones and I wear my tourmaline for some reason, my silver, my copper, but I don't have it on this live stream. I usually do. So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. 300 people in. 300 people in. I know people watching my replay going to be like, why she just didn't get to the top? Because I want to say hello to my people. That's why. 20 minutes in. If I did nothing but end the live stream and said hello to all 300 of you all, I would be happy, right? I would be happy. I think I shared the wrong thing. Let me share this. Let me share. Because I want to make sure that I wasn't blurry, right? So I share my other screen. I open it up. So Biden blocks $1,400 stimulus. Let's look at this. Yes, someone says YouTube is the real university. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. YouTube is the real university. We got Dana says howdy. So Biden blocks $1,400 stimulus check for 16 million Americans after tightening income eligibility. This is going to be an interesting tax season, right? About 11.8 million adults and 4.6 million children will no longer qualify for the stimulus payments. Now, if you know, under Trump's plan, right, his income level, and let's just say Trump is the one that initiated this 14 because he wanted the 2000, right? So this is why we're even discussing this, right? This is why we're even discussing this. All of this was Trump incentive, right? And why he decided to sign the package later, right, versus early. So now President Biden, not elect, decided that he wanted to change the earnings threshold, right? So more than 16 million Americans will no longer qualify for a third stimulus, right, under his stricter policies endorsed by President Biden. Now, Easy is saying it's some other Democrat, but according to this article, it was endorsed by President Biden, right? So under the latest proposal, Americans earning less than 75,000 will still receive the fully promised $1,400, but the checks will phase out faster for individuals at higher income levels than the version passed Saturday by the House Democrats, with individuals making $80,000 a year or more and couples making $160,000 a year or higher no longer qualifying for the money. Now, let's be real, right? Now, this bill will send the $1,400 payments to individuals earning $75,000 or below a year. But again, it's saying that money is going to phase out slower because the eligibility cutoff at 100,000 or 100K for individuals and people making, or couples making 200,000 per year for couples. That means that people earning between $80,000 and $100,000 and couples earning between 160 and 200,000, right? 160 and 200,000 are excluded from a partial check under this new plan. Now let's get real. Let's get real and let's get raw. Let's get real and let's get raw, right? The people that run this economy is the middle class. Let's get real. Let's get raw. Let's get real and let's get raw. I'm not, and some people consider themselves middle class. Listen, I'm not referring to people that make under $75,000 a year. If you, now in Mississippi, sometimes people say if they earn under $75,000 a year, they are middle class. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because maybe it's at least expensive, right, to live in Mississippi. No, you're not. You're not considered middle class. Because my uncle, well, I don't know if he want me to say his salary. Let's just say he makes between $250,000 and $300,000 a year. He considers himself middle class. So my question is, who is the true middle class? Well, I have more than one uncle, right? But everyone in the family know whose it is, right? So who's the true middle class? If you make under $75,000 a year and you consider yourself middle class, and I have an uncle who earns $250,000 to $300,000 who considers himself middle class, then who is the true middle class? So let's be honest. When the middle class, the people earning over 100K, and that this is affecting, and now the new solar energy push that he's been focusing on the first 60 days in office, that will take out many workers from the oil industries who are six-figure income earners. That's the economy. And now And now you have small businesses that he wants to tax that will be affected as well. They earn over small businesses over 400K. Listen, these are small businesses that's going to take the hit. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that this C word travels or affects small businesses, but not big businesses like Home Depot, Lowe's, your big grocery store chains, Kroger, et cetera, et cetera. But why is the small business owners and the true middle class are the ones getting hit the most? Because the whole, listen, it does, it, I don't mean any harm. I'm saying this in my Michael Jackson tone, right? As Michael Jackson would put it, with love, right? With love. If you did not have $400 in savings before we enter into this, this is not going to affect you anyway. Let's be honest. It's going to affect the poor working middle class who's highly taxed. And this is why I tell people, right? If you didn't have $400 in savings, which 1 out of 4 Americans did not, you might not even notice that we're even in the Great Depression 2.0. Why? Because I'm pretty sure that universal basic income will come. Right? I'm pretty sure that and people that's on for crypto, I'm going to talk about crypto. Just I have to lay the foundation. Let's stay all the way to the end. I'm going to talk about Cardano. I'm going to talk about Ripple, XRP, and I'm going to talk about Dogecoin, right? Some big news on all 3 of them. I really want to talk about NFTs, non-fungible tokens, because they are worth millions. I really do. But I gotta lay the foundation for some people who don't understand where we are headed. They don't understand where we are headed. They don't understand that this economy is cashless. They don't understand that China, right, is the financial powerhouse. That they don't understand that China also made alliances with Africa, right, and and accumulated more gold from Africa. They don't understand that the United States in 1933, when we went bankrupt, right, that we don't have any gold. That gold was paid to China, and that's all legal documents. That's all public information. In 1933, when consumers, right, when the wealth and richest gold was confiscated by the government and they were forced to turn in their gold, and or they had 10 years in jail or $10,000 fine. I just got a notification that Bitcoin is down 4% today. It's at 46,688. It's going to rise this weekend, I believe. Right? It's not dumping. Someone just came in. How is Bitcoin dumping? It's down 4%. That is not a dump. You know what? And if I'm not accurate, we'll see. We'll see what Bitcoin is going to be tomorrow. We're actually saying 9%, right? I just got a notification that it was down 4% in the last 24 hours. At $46,000, this is the average American's annual income. This is not a dump, right? This is people's yearly wage. It's going to rise tomorrow or the weekend. Ethereum's down 8%. You even got, is this a dump? Cardano down 13%. But look at the notice at the bottom. Let us click on that, right? You all know I'm ADHD. I don't know why you all comment and have me going elsewhere. But I was speaking about that gold even in 1933 was sold to China, right? Where we don't have gold. We don't have the money. We don't have the Constitution money. In other words, let me put it in simple terms. We're broke. United States is, not me. And so this is why I told people you have to grow your cash expeditiously, quick, fast, in a hurry. And the only way to do that right now is through cryptocurrency. I came before you all. It says LOL. I came before you all. Yeah, Trevor, we're broke. I'm going to just start speaking in layman's terms for you all. I'm just going to start speaking in layman's terms. Let me show you. Let me pull that up. Silver, I saw a report today that silver could go as high as what's $4,000. Look, silver it's not going to be suppressed anymore, people. Even gold and silver prices dropped today. It cannot be suppressed anymore. Why are you stacking cash? Look, put enough cash to pay your essential bills. And I'm not your fiduciary. I'm not your financial advisor. But you have to grow your cash. You're not, when gas, groceries, right? We have millions of Americans right now that come July 1st, they're not going to be homeowners or home buyers anymore. They're months behind. And guess what? When you call, Trevor is in my home-based business with me. I was just listening to our mentor. I have millionaire mentors, right? You got to hang around people with millionaire mindset and strategies. And Mr. Brian Beam, he was just discussing that these lenders and mortgages, what they could have done was just put your months behind and tag it to the end of your note, right? But no, they said no. If you're 3 months behind, we'll give you 3 months of non-payment. But that fourth month it's time to pay the piper. All of it is due. We're not tagging your past due and restructuring your mortgage loan. It's all going to be due at one time. And so you all have, and I'm just going to say it, you all have these fake financial educators, right? And they're telling you that, oh, banks don't want to be landlords, right? Banks doesn't want they don't want to manage your house or your land or property. That's farthest from the truth. Banks want the true asset. You all don't know what true assets is. What are true assets, Queen? Real estate, silver, gold will be used to physical silver. I'm not talking about ETF, will be used to reset the currency system. Definitely a home-based business. Why a home-based business, Queen? Let me stop sharing this. I just want to share this because I did come before you all and tell you in February that this stock market crash was coming. Look, the date on this, and it's only 640 views. It's only 640 views, people. I did this live stream. February. Why did the date go out? Because I expanded it too high, I guess. Here we go. Digital silver, that was Litecoin. This was on Love Day. Whoa. On Valentine's Day. I came and Bitcoin was at 49K then. And I said 40% stock market crash in April. Only 640 views, but I told you, I had a Caribbean friend guy, and he used to say all the time, I told you that this was coming. I told you. This was in February. It's March now. And someone made a comment saying on April Fools. And I said, yeah, April Fools. April Fools. And Mr. T would say, I pity the fool. Right? Exactly. Cody says, hell no bank would do that. It makes too much sense. Yeah, but haven't you all heard these financial advisors that come on and say, oh, you can get your loan restructured. The banks don't want to be administrators. They don't want foreclosures. they purchase the feds, they purchase mortgage-backed securities. You all, let me go this, and I promise you, I'm gonna get into Ripple XRP. I don't mean to be this long, but I gotta share this with you. I listened to, as we have 200 plus people watching, you all make sure you hit the thumbs up, uh, because I don't watch television a lot, right? I promise you I don't. I read and I go to YouTube University, but I listen to this um, interview today, and I'm gonna share this with you from a landlord. All right, let's share this.
Tonight, some small landlords are running out of time, cash, and options.
Under an eviction moratorium, renters affected by COVID-19 have not had to pay rent for 11 months now. They are protected for at least another 5 months under new
I think I got that wrong. Hold on. Got some echo. I hear some echo. Maybe I didn't do it right. Give me 1 second. And if it doesn't share, I'll just, translate what it means. Let me see where that extra sound is coming from.
Time, cash, and options.
Under an eviction moratorium, renters affected by COVID-19 have not had to pay rent for 11 months now. They are protected for at least another 5 months under new legislation. CBS 47 investigative reporter Carol Rucker shows us that help offered to rent for at least another 5 months under new legislation. CBS 47 investigative reporter Carol Rucker shows us that help offered to rent for at least another 5 months under new legislation.
Okay, I'm hearing echo. I don't know how it sounds on your part, so I won't play. I won't play it because I'm hearing some feedback. I don't know where it's coming from. But I'm going to translate this story for you, right? Or what happened. So this landlord decided, right? The tenant was behind $17,000, right? And the landlord decided to just sell the property, to sell the house. Now, he was a retired vet. He was talking about that this property for him was his cash flow and income coming in. And he needed those incomes, but he could not afford to hang on to it any longer because his tenants was $17,000 behind in rent, right? And so he was forced to sell the property, his cash cow, for $17,000 less because he couldn't evict the tenant. And the tenant was still in it. And so he had to negotiate to sell it for $17,000 less because the purchaser, the buyer knew that I'm getting this property and I cannot evict this tenant until July 1st. So the purchaser knew that they have at least four more months, 5 more months of receiving no cash flow before they can evict this tenant. So he received less for the property, but he needed the upfront cash because he could not afford to lose $17,000. So this is what's going on right now in America. If you don't think the Fed wants your mortgage-backed securities, if you don't think they want to control, right? If you don't think they want to control all the assets, and back to the small businesses, why, the C word could travel to small businesses and not big businesses, people, they want no competition, right? Someone says, and I totally disagree with this. If you make 80,000, you don't need 1,400. 80,000 is not a lot of money in America. If you think it is, then you have got to make income lower than that. Because by the time people get taxed, by the time these gas, petroleum prices increase, by the time utilities bills skyrocket, and by the time their pensions or 401k takes a crash because the stock market is crashing, $80,000 does not get you anywhere. So if you think $80,000 is high income in America, I really feel sorry for you. I really do, right? Um, Someone says come April 5th, it's a wrap for everyone that doesn't have a job in 35 states. Exactly. 35% of these, 55% of these jobs are not coming back. 55% of these jobs are not coming back. So someone's April 5th says it's going to be a wrap for everyone that doesn't have a job in 35 states. That's going to be over the rest of assistance they're handing out. Right. Yes. A hundred, listen, a million doesn't even get people far anymore because of the taxes and inflation. Even $1 million is not a million anymore. Right? And honestly, we're so in a false economy because the only reason why most people have decent credit scores is because they are not counting the late payments from their mortgages. That's not reporting on their credit reports, and their student loans deferments are not reporting. But you wait till those hit those FICO scores. You wait till those late payments hit. And so that's why they're giving the false pretense that um, credit scores are high as they ever been because you have people that's late on mortgages and student loans that they're not reporting right now. So it's a false pretense. So now when you have people with evictions and the rich become richer, right? And now the rich and wealthy that has Bitcoin, gold, and silver and a business asset are able to come in and scoop in these cheap real estate and get more assets. You're going to have more people that are going to be renters. And again, the rich will become richer. And what will the people do when these late payments hit their FICO score? Because I know some of you may be thinking, well, Queen, you told us that we will transform to a new credit scoring once cryptocurrency comes into play, decentralized financing, et cetera, et cetera. We will, but that will not happen until 2022. What are you going to do for 2021? We're still going to be on the FICO 10. Joe Biden hasn't fired the 3 credit agencies, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion yet. And it's probably not until cryptocurrency becomes adopted in mainstream. This is 2022. Yes, this is the plan. They want everyone on universal basic income, which is poverty level. Right. Exactly. And this is why I'm telling people if they have the money, right? If you get the stimulus, I made a post that if people just the $1,200 stimulus last year, right, would have put if investing in Bitcoin. Let me see if I can find that article so I can be accurate. $1,200 stimulus if investing in Bitcoin. This is a good group on tonight, right? A good group. So I love, and I'm not bashing anybody's comment, right? You know, she may have thought um that 80,000 was a big income, but when it's not, right? It's not. So let's share this that if people would invested the $1,200 stimulus back in 2020, right? If American citizens use their $1,200 stimulus checks to buy Bitcoin April 2020, they will have seen, listen at this, a return over 620%. So what does that mean, Queen? Do the math. Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad the article has it, right? That's almost worth $9,000. For some people, that's 9 months of mortgage rents. Yeah. It would have been over $800, $8,500 if you didn't go out and buy that steak, that seafood, that new vehicle, right? If you didn't put that $1,200 down to get you a new vehicle, you didn't go out and buy those Jordans. And people, you could not travel. You couldn't travel. Why didn't you invest? You couldn't even go on vacation to the beach and blow the money. We couldn't even, we was in quarantine. So you found other ways. Go to Walmart, buy televisions, right? I want steak. I mean, you couldn't find steak and seafood in the grocery stores. I don't, alcohol, all of that. And Ethereum, let's talk about that. Let's say you put it in Ethereum. That would have been a bigger return on your investment. A return of over 1,000%. If Gwen is still on, Gwen, that's our scripture. Everyone that donates. I always pray. So if people would have put that 1,200,000 into Ethereum and ETH last year, they would have had 1,000 times return. I love this. I'm always quoting this Deuteronomy 1:11. That God will bless you 1,000 times more. And this is some of the issues that I have. No, it's not some of the issues. I'm gonna say it straight up. This is the issues I have with the church. They quote this scripture, most of them, not all churches, not, and I'm not gonna say all of them. Let me get myself together. They quote this scripture, but they don't tell the people how to get 1,000-fold return. And people are seeing the word, the Bible, the number one book on banking, and they're not experiencing it. The Bible is the number one book on banking. It talks about money more than it does prayer and faith. Right? And we're not gonna have credit church, right? I be saying Little Red Riding Hood when I should be saying Little Red Hen. Those who was on my other live stream understand what I was saying. And this is why, right, that if you would have put, or if someone would have put in mid-April and held it until today, the second largest cryptocurrency, which is Ethereum, which was trading between, people listen at this, $155 to $161 on April the 15th. $1,200 in Ethereum, April 15th of 2020, would have brought you 7.5 Ether. Ethereum exploded at $1,800, which means, people, you would have had $13,500, 1,025% return on your investment. But see, when I do live streams like that, and this is why I beg of you all to like and share. Like the other live stream that I shared with you all, 640 views, right? Because I get into 5G and all of this, and sometimes, I'm demonetized and all that. And this why it's so important. Even if you're on YouTube, like it, hit the thumbs up. I know you're in the live chat. If you can't do but stay on for 5 minutes, because I know my live stream get lengthy, right? But I have to teach people. I would love to just do uploads in 25, 30 minutes, but it's just people perish for lack of knowledge, and I have to teach. I can't just go live and tell you about cryptocurrency without telling you about the past. I could really get into birth certificates right now in 1933 gold confiscation, but I can't, or I won't. All I need you to understand is that cryptocurrency is here to stay, and it's the future. So whatever level you on, if I was your financial advisor, I would highly recommend, but I'm not, right? I'm just a queen on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, talking about crypto and credit. But if I was your financial advisor, I would highly advise you to think differently about crypto. It's not just an investment, it's the currency of the future. And you have people that can get in at ground level, right? Your live be lit. Thank you. You need to podcast. You know what? I would just listen. I know you probably say, Queen, I'm so tired of you talking about mentors. But let me tell you, a true queen need kings. And a true queen need kings, right? So I have a lot, I have spiritual mentors, and he knows I'm passionate about the church and what they're I feel like many of them are lacking, right? And and I just sent him this picture. I said, I got this um design ready. And he was so patient with me, right? He didn't fuss at me. I got this design ready, and I said it's going to be for the podcast. But I said I don't think I want a podcast until the summer, right? Because I always get things started. I do too much, but I think I put too much on my plate. I would love to just have private groups where I can mentor people, but I decided to just make a cash on crypto book. And if you all haven't got the book, all of my cryptocurrencies is 30 pages are in this book, in this report. And it's a PDF, right? But I decided to make a book because of my time. I knew that I would have to teach people, and I really don't have a lot of time because, believe it or not, I'm still helping people with their credit, right? And the home-based business. I just got a new person to sign up for home-based business. And I told him, I said, Facebook showed me a lot of love with my design, Wake Up Millionaires. And if you see, it says the new Mindset and Moves for Money podcast. And I said, but I don't think I'm gonna have time for podcasts. But someone came in. You say you think I should do it. I'll look at that. I'll look into that, right? I'll look into that. I'll look into podcasts, and I'll see, you know, if that'll take a lot. So let's get into crypto. I am from the South. Yes, I am. And you know what I tell people all the time, Ronnie? If you can listen to Dave Ramsey and his Tennessee accent, right? Tell you strategies to keep you poor, then you can you can listen to the other black woman from Mississippi. This is where Oprah was born, who's now a billionaire, right? You can listen to a black woman with a Southern accent. And then you got Erica Williams, right, from Texas, with her beautiful Southern accent. You can listen to these black queens with these Southern accents. You listen to Dave Ramsey, and he keep you broke. And then he tell you that if you're dependent or if the stimulus would change your life, you're pretty much screwed anyway. He told you that in your Southern accent, and you was fine with it. And I won't disagree with Dave with that. I don't disagree with him, but I'm just saying people have listened to him for years with his Southern accent, and he's kept them in poverty. He does not teach you how to use credit to invest when our dollar is debt. We're on a debt-based system. So why not use credit to invest in assets and pay the debt back cheap because the dollar is so devalued? Since 1974, the dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power. Yeah, wake up, billionaires. I'm trying to get them to stay woke. Wake up, right? Wake up, wake up, wake up. My mentor says, wake your successful self up, right? Bless Code said knowledge is power. Okay, you all. Yeah, show can. That's right, Mer. Show can. You can listen to Dave Ramsey. He can keep you broke and his Southern accent, and you can listen to this Mississippi accent. They released the data. I can end the live stream right now if yeah, money doesn't care, right? Money doesn't care, but I'm not because I got some good super chats in. So Ripple XRP, for people that held on to XRP, great breaking news today. right, is that Ripple pilots private version of XRP Ledger for central bank digital currencies. So it launched this today. Distributed Ledger company, get this back up. Ripple said this week it is testing a private version of its open source XRP Ledger for use by central banks. So, in other words, central banks want their money moves to be private, right? But they want to see everything that you do. So, this is today, March 4th, released at 6:35 Eastern Standard Time. So, a new up to date information for you all. Ripple said that CBDC focus version XRP Ledger provides central banks a secure, control, and flexible solution for assurance and management of digital currencies. We are currently engaged with central banks around the world to better understand their goals and assess how CBDC private ledger can help them achieve them. We believe this solution will overcome major problems. So Ripple is not going anywhere, neither is XRPs. If you held on, you made a great move with that, right? Because you do know that they removed XRP from some exchanges, but you still can. You won't own it, but you can still invest in Ripple through Uphold exchange. You won't own it, meaning you won't have the keys, right? You can't own it, but you can still invest in it, right? And also, this also mentioned the announcement comes this week after PayPal CEO said the financial services, Ethereum is down. I got a notification, 10% on the day is at $1,400. Again, if I was your financial advisor, I love to buy cryptocurrencies in the red. Never want to buy them or invest in them when they are in the green. Always a great time to buy the dips, right? Invest in the dips. But the announcement comes week after PayPal CEO said the financial service is planning on to play a significant role, right, in the digital wallet for global CBDCs. So these developments are happening as China expands. Currently they're saying that China Digital One is on the SWIFT, which is slow and more costly. XRP is fast and inexpensive or cheap. So it will be the CBD XRP, even with their legal allegations going on now. Ripple XRP will be the digital currency that will connect the central banks. So it's going to be a global economy, right? This is just not United States switching to digital, right? This is why 5G had to be installed, even in the poorest countries in Africa. Everyone will have mobile money from their smartphones. You also know that PayPal and was it Cash App? I think PayPal and Cash App are launching their own. Let me see if I can pull that up right now. So you're going to have commercial banks out of businesses, right? Um, PayPal and Cash App are going to be more of your banks that you do business with. You're even going to see Walgreens and CVS pharmacy be more like your clinics, right? Thank you so much, Murder's Queen. And we come from the same hometown for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Queen. Right? Thank you so much. So then you have PayPal, right? More locations. People, your commercial banks, your local banks will not be around. They're going to go out of business. Your credit FICO score is going to look different going into 2022. And now you can get, if you own, this is why I tell people it's so important to purchase Bitcoin on an exchange that you own your address, your wallet, not on something like Cash App and Robinhood, right? Because you don't own it. It's just you can only convert it into cash, or you can't own it. But if you own a public address, then you can get loans and collateral, right? You can get loans and collateral. So I know some of you all say, okay, Queen, listen, I didn't hear you last year talking about crypto, right? I didn't hear you. Ethereum has hit an all-time high of $1,400, right? Bitcoin is at $46,000, right? And what can I do now, right? And for the people that is farthest from the truth, this is farthest from the truth. Bitcoin will not be 37,000 by April. It's probably gonna be 50,000 tomorrow. If it is, Frankie, I want you to log on to my live stream, and we're going to look at where Bitcoin is by tomorrow, right? Or the weekend, right? So, Frankie, make sure you stay tuned. And usually, people that did not invest in Bitcoin want to see it go down just because they missed the boat. But I know you might be, I know you saying banks are parasites, but so many people income is so low, they have no choice but to live off of credit. They don't understand the tax game. They don't understand that their birth certificate and the red digits on their social security card makes them human resources or economic slaves to the feds, right? And they don't understand that their biggest expense, if you see it in the background, is their taxes. They're taxed when they earn, when you spend, when you save money. Well, Queen, how am I taxed when I save money? Because the banks don't pay you interest on it. The banks don't even want your cash. They don't want the administrative duties. And it's been a myth for years in the financial world that the banks need your cash for fractional reserve lending. No, they don't. You know how a bank can create loans and debt out of thin air? When you go in and you sign a piece of paper with your blue ink for either a mortgage or a vehicle, they don't need your cash in the banks. I just shared an article from Time Magazine on my live stream on Tuesday from 2011 that they're telling people we don't want you to deposit cash into the banks. And you're talking about the biggest, most beautiful buildings that you will see in your city. They don't want your cash, right? And people are going to see they want your assets. So let's talk about the solutions, right? We talked about where the economy is headed. We talked about the stock market crash. We talked about years of people labor from their 401ks and pension being stolen, right? Let's talk about solutions. Yes, it is. I don't think I can find that article. I just read an article today that they was predicting Bitcoin to be $1 million in 10 years. See if I can find it. Was it 10 years? Gets $1 million price call. This was in February, but I just read something today. Oh yeah, 8 hours ago. Okay, I found it. Let's share that. Let me share that with you. And some people might say, well, 10 years, Queen, that's so long. Well, look, how long would it take you to get $1 million passively? Passively, right? Bitcoin, this was March 14th today. At $1 million, one CEO said it can happen within 10 years. So even if it does dip at 37, 27, right? I might buy some more to dip. Bitcoin is more than just the king of currency. Bitcoin is supposedly set up to be decentralized finance, right? Decentralized means no government control, no company control, no CEO like Robinhood coming in and making stops on your ability to increase your financial improve your financial situation. No third party hacking the system. It's supposed to be control free of government. So that means if you want to travel abroad or to another country, Bitcoin is the global currency that would allow you to do that. But if people don't own it, you may have to reside or confound, especially if they make into law that if you're not vaccinated, you can't travel out the country, et cetera, et cetera. Right? So having Bitcoin, even if it's just 1 or 3, could set people up for lifelong millionaire or even billionaire status. But I'm not telling you to invest in it now because it's, like I said, it's at $46,000. That's the average person's yearly annual income. It's really too expensive. But if you got in at $3,000 to $5,000, that's great. So Bitcoin is off its record highs today. The chief executive of one of the cryptocurrencies trading exchange said the digital currency to hit 1 million mark within the next decade. So I think $1 million is the price target. And this is another Bloomberg says Bitcoin is definitely going to the moon, Mars, and eventually it will be the world's currency. This is so true. Right? This is so true. It's going to the moon, to Mars, and beyond. Bitcoin is. And so it's going to be the world reserve currency. XRP is going to connect the central banks. $10 billion, he's over $10 billion crypto firm. So it will do that. Will it have dips? Yes, it's volatile. It will. But it will rise. It will rise. And I don't know anything about the SBA grant. My tax person does that. Right. Yeah. So let's talk about, okay, Queen, I could have got a more, and I told you all about the return on your investment versus investing in Bitcoin last year, but if you would have invested in Ethereum. Now, if you would have gotten into Bitcoin in April of 2020, you would approximately had $8,500 to $9,000. But if you would have invested at $1,200 stimulus into Ethereum, you would have had over $13,500. So, Queen, and I try to tell people you don't want to invest in cryptocurrencies at their all-time highs. So, what do I think are the next predictions of what people can really get in to get wealthy? I'm going to give you one. I'm not going to give you both. But I tell you this about the other one, right? And I put Cardano in my title, so Cardano is one. It was at $1.21 the last I looked at it. It's hot. It's 100 times faster than Ethereum. And it doesn't work on smart contracts, right? But they have partnered with Singularity Net, AGI, and they are scheduled to make a big announcement this month in March. So if you did not watch my video on Tuesday, I talked about that. Now, my other number 2 coin is on page 30. For those who have the Cash on Crypto report, go to page 30. If you traded any DeFi assets, right, then this on page 30, it has already, since the beginning of this year, brought a 211% return since the beginning of this year. Since the beginning of this year, people. It was created by the Ethereum, 2 other co-founders of Ethereum, right? And the market cap is over 150. I don't know. Let me try to look at the market cap. It's because I don't tell everything. But it will be amongst the top 3 market cap, right? Because if you know anything right now, the top 3 finance coin took a dip. But the top 3 right now is even Tether. And I'm going to tell you all why Bitcoin is taking a dip today. Let me share this with you. Thank you, Queen, for the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate it so much, Queen. I appreciate everyone, Patreon members, everyone comments, everyone likes, everyone shares. Everyone, we got over 200 people live, and it's been an hour, right? Because we're gonna wake up, right? Bitcoin ATMs, right? Gas station, grocery stores, already here in Texas. People, it's here. It is here. This is the new currency. We're doing a currency system reset. This is the great reset. You have to position yourself for prosperity. So you have Bitcoin, and let me tell you why Bitcoin take a dip. It's not anything really deep, but just watch it. It's at 46,000. Tether has moved to number 3. Whenever you see Tether in the green, everything else will be in the red. If Tether gets in the red and remain in the red under $1, everything else is in the green. I don't have to read charts. I don't have to read lines. I don't have to know a lot about FT pool. I'm just, it's just that elementary. Just watch it. When Tether gets below $1, it's dipping now. It's dipping now. If it stays that way and gets in the red, is everything else is gonna get in the green. Cardano is the number 4, was number 3, and Binance Coin is number 5, right? It's down 10% as well. So that's just my little secret. I don't have to know how to read. And someone mentioned Uniswap. It's number 8, XRP. You got Polkadot at $32. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read line graphs or anything. That's my strategy. So, if people, if you want to look at maybe getting in and getting out, um, then that's a way to indicate. Just look at whatever Tether does. And again, if it's in the green, right, then you know that's my indicator. So this other coin that I was telling you about has raced past Litecoin, which is supposed to be digital silver, right? Has reached 573 million. And again, it's on page 30 of my book. If you want to know what the coin is, if you haven't purchased the book, if you want to purchase the book, do so. It's cashoncrypto.com, right? Cashoncrypto.com. Let me put that back in. And again, page 30 in my book. I think that this is the solution to Ethereum. Ethereum has something that's called high gas fees. What are gas fees? It's just exchange fees or fees for transaction, right? It's attractive. It's going to be similar to Ethereum. It's very affordable. You want to know what it is? Look on page 30 of my book, right? And so decentralized financing, I did videos talking about that. And you get staking rewards for this, right? Over 60% of these coins are in circulation already. But what staking means that you can earn interest, right? And it's developmental systems, right? Is ahead. And if you all don't know, let me share this with you all, then I'm logging out, right? But look on page 30 in the Cash on Crypto report. And so it's, again, has grown over by 690%, right? It's going to be big behind Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even Cardano, even though Cardano, tomato, is going to be big as well. Now, I thought Litecoin was going to do something. I don't know what's holding up Litecoin, right? But it hasn't. But this is going to be tremendous growth as well. So again, page 30 of my book. And if you all want to know, I may do a live stream on this. NFTs, I want to really teach that. Let me see if I can pull this article up real quick. What's non-fungible tokens? I go live and do this tomorrow. You can invest in partial amounts of Bitcoin, but for the dollar cost average, at $46,000, is you won't get much return on your investment like you will these other coins, including Cardano, right? If you want to know where to purchase Cardano, look on page 28 of my book. If you don't know, tomorrow, and then I'm logging off. I'm going to do live stream on NFTs explain, non-fungible tokens. You all need to know what Ethereum, what these other coins, what part they will play in this, and Ethereum blockchain. Also, I forgot to mention, you sell digital art. I think LeBron James had like a video clip on there. Um, Anything digital, drawings, music, your brain downloaded, tune into AI. AI is artificial intelligence. This is why I was telling you all about Singularity Net and its announcement coming March with Cardano, right? AI is artificial intelligence. You got Sophia, the robots and machine taking over jobs. 55% of these jobs are not coming back. So you got these like digital art. And I did share the news about Doge. Seeing that digital art made me think about that. But the only news I had on Doge today is that Mark Cuban will accept Dogecoin at um, the Dallas Mavericks games, right? So that was breaking news today as well. He's going to sell Dallas Mavericks tickets for Doge. A lot of people um, probably thought I was inaccurate when I told them Doge, I really believe will be the people's coin, because as I shared with you all about the NFT non-fungible tokens, memes are the new money. And if the people want this currency, which people do love Dogecoin, it's going to be for the United States. Dogecoin is a great investment as well. You can get Dogecoin on Binance US and also crypto.com. So he will accept Doge, sell Dallas Mavericks tickets for Dogecoin, right? So great news for those. I'm logging off. My voice is getting parched. It says cryptocurrency is way sexier than Dave Ramsey mutual funds. Yeah, crypto is sexier than stocks right now. To be honest with you, much sexier than stocks. Yes, LaKendra said those gas fees been high. Yeah, the gas fees are high. I think Ethereum 2.0 will take care of that, right? I just heard of digital art. I probably would do a live stream and cover that tomorrow, right? How many shares of card should we purchase? I'm thinking at least, I don't, Cardano, it's out. That's your decision. Yeah, whatever you have to invest, right? Whatever you have, wherever you are financially. I don't know your financial. I don't know your financial savings account. I don't know how much you have in savings, and I don't know exactly when Cardano will reach its $2 or $3 mark. But it's going. I do know it's going. And how do you know anything about Credit Karma money to spend? I was reading about that. Credit Karma money. I haven't, but I will research it. And the next time I go live, I will give you all a. I can answer that question for you, Murtis. I haven't read anything about Credit Karma. Lance said VeChain. VeChain is good, but VeChain is not the one that I'm speaking of. But I did see VeChain was in the green today when others was in the red. But VeChain is definitely in my cash on crypto report. It is definitely one of my picks. And even if you all know about them, some people just don't know what's the best exchanges. So my cash on crypto reports have those as well. Again, when you're into cryptocurrency, your gains can be really fast and really high, Well, VeChain is down 11% today as well. So a lot of things are in the green. I mean the red. Your gains can be really, really high, right? Your gains can be, you can be up 20, 30, 50, 60% in 2 to 3 days, and then you take 10, 11% dip. And, some people see that and they're not mentally ready for this. Just know when it comes to cryptocurrency, you have to have the mindset. You have to have as my friend JB says, you have to have the overstanding, right? Not the understanding, the overstanding that this is going to be the currency of the future. And you have to have the foresight and the patience, right? Not really the foreknowledge, just the foresight and the patience. So, yes, I will do a live stream on ETFs, smart contracts, and non fungible tokens, NFTs, right? So I'm signing out, even with I got some people that have logged off and still logging on. So please go back, watch this replay. I don't really like to, I understand that people attention spans are like 45 minutes, and I would love to keep my live streams around about 45 minutes. But people, I can't do normal because we are not entering into normal territory. We are entering into a great depression. We are never returning back to the old economy. We're entering a new economy, as Jerome Powell says, and they're learning that jobs can replace people. 55% of jobs are not coming back. So while you're exercising, while you're walking, while you're in the grocery stores, listen to these live streams, right? Just because you hear it one time doesn't mean you get it all, especially with me going back and forth sometimes. And you need to do that. So when you have downtime, I love to listen to hour-long live streams, like when I'm at the gym working out, listen to them, right? Listen to them. So I'm signing out. Yes, 45 minutes. Yeah, too much information, too much. So I would love to keep 45 minutes because I understand the education process of people. Their attention spans are short. So, you know, but if you got questions and I'm live, you have to understand a live stream is not like a uploaded video. They upload it, they go into the topic, and they don't answer questions. And so sometimes I have to answer questions. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Have a great night all the way in from, oh, you're moving to Alaska Wednesday. Yeah, Cody, I come with you. Wait a minute, it's too cold in Alaska, is it? I love to get away anywhere, right? Thank you all so much. I'm signing out, Cody. Safe travels to you, and make sure, Cody, that you continue to be subscribed to this channel and tune in all the way from Alaska, right? All the way from Alaska. So, yeah, I don't really care if people stay or not. It's still over 100 people in. I just know it dropped from 200 to 100, right? I just try to give people tips of when they can re-listen to the things, right? When they can re-listen. So I'm signing out. Here's to your health and your wealth, your peace and your prosperity, your credit, your crypto, and your cash flow. Queen is out. Thanks everyone. Thank you as well. And thanks for everyone that contributed and gave a super chat, that commented, gave a thumbs up, and that shared the live stream. You all have a great, great night.